Hi friends, Ms. Freibergel here. Today you will need a pencil and a notebook or a piece of paper for our lesson. We are going to be talking about idioms today. Remember, figurative language helps readers imagine what something looks, sounds, feels, or act like. Idioms are a type of figurative language. They are words or phrases that have different meanings than real meanings of the actual words. So to find an idiom, we can look in the story for a phrase that seems impossible. Let's think about this example of an idiom. It was raining cats and dogs. That's something that's impossible, right? Kittens and puppies can't just come down from the sky. And if we think about the picture in our mind, maybe it looks like the picture on the right? Dogs and cats falling from clouds. We know that that's impossible. To understand an idiom, look for clues in nearby sentences or create a picture in your mind. If we're saying it raining cats and dogs, do you think it means to lightly rain, like a little bit of a sprinkle, or do you think it means a thunderstorm? If you're imagining dogs and cats falling from the sky, there's probably some barking and some meowing. It's probably some sort of thunderstorm or storm. So that can help us to understand that the idiom to rain cats and dogs means to rain very hard. Some more examples in practice idioms. Remember, an idiom is a phrase that says one thing but means something different. We're going to match these idioms together. On the left, we have our idioms, and on the right, we have our meanings. I'm going to read our idioms first, and then I'm going to read through our meanings. To have one's heart in the right place, to have a heart-to-heart talk, to cross one's heart, to have a change of heart, to have a heavy heart, to know by heart, chicken-hearted, to have a heart of stone, to lose one's heart, or to break one's heart. They're all idioms because they're impossible, right? So we have to figure out what they actually mean. On the right, we have our meanings: to have an honest conversation, to feel sad or unhappy, to fall in love, to try to do the right thing, to change the way one feels, not showing care for others, to promise something is true, to have something memorized, to deeply hurt one's feelings, or afraid or cowardly. Let's begin with to have one's heart in the right place. Looking through my meanings, have one's heart in the right place. I'm going to match that to try to do the right thing. To have somebody's heart in the right place would mean to try to do something the right thing. Number 2, to have a heart-to-heart talk. Remember, two hearts can't really talk to each other and have a conversation, right? What a heart-to-heart talk means is to have an honest conversation with somebody. It means you're very truthful and honest. You're having a conversation that might be a little hard, but it's really important. To cross one's heart. You've probably done this one when you say to promise something is true. You might say, I crossed my heart. It's true. To have a change of heart, we can use that word to figure out, we see the word change here. Looking in our meanings, I see the word right here. So to have a change of heart means to change the way one feels. To have a heavy heart. If something is heavy or weighing on you, we could say that you feel sad or unhappy. To know by heart, if you know something by heart, like hopefully you know the Lions Creed by heart, that means you have it memorized. Chicken-hearted, that can mean afraid or cowardly. If you're a chicken, sometimes you're being a coward. Let's scroll up a little bit. To lose one's heart and to break one's heart are our last two. Our last two meanings: not showing care for others and to deeply hurt one's feelings. So I have the word lose and the word break. I'm going to say that to break someone's heart means you're going to hurt them deeply, right? You're breaking something. And then that leaves us to lose one's heart means not showing care for others. Okay, now it's your turn. We're going to look at 8 examples, and they are multiple choice. So I'd like you to number 1 through 8 on your piece of paper. I'm going to read each of them to you. I would like you to pause after each question so you know what number we're on and so you can get your letter choice copy down. Let's do the first 2 together and you will do the rest on your own. Number 1 on the left, I'm keeping an eye on you. So we can't physically keep one of our eyeballs on somebody, right? I'm keeping an eye on you. I see that word you in there. That gives me a little bit of a clue. So does that mean I need glasses, I'm watching you, or I'm ignoring you? Keeping an eye on you. If you think about having my eye focused on somebody, that means B, I'm watching you. Go ahead and write that down for number 1. I'm watching you. Let's look at the second one on the right. Give me a hand. Does that mean to give me an award? Does that mean to help me? Or does that mean let me do it myself? Well, it says nothing about an award, so I don't think it's that one. We have to help me and to let me do it by myself. If you tell somebody, give me a hand, are you asking for their physical hand? No, you're asking for their help, right? So we would choose B, to help me. Number 3, on the left, to be in hot water. What does this mean? Does this mean to take a warm bath? B, to do your best in an area, or C, to be in trouble? Go ahead and copy that down. With your answer, click play when you're ready to review your answer. All right, to be in hot water means to be in trouble, right? It means not to be in a very good place. If you're in hot water, you're probably uncomfortable. You probably are getting a little hot inside. So to be in hot water means that you are in trouble. Let's look at our next one, number 4. Working our fingers to the bone. Does it mean A, working really hard? Does it mean B, to have arthritis? Arthritis means that your hands hurt all the time and that you have trouble using them. And C, to relax. Copy down what you think your answer is and click play when you're ready to review it. All right, our answer is A, working really hard. Working our fingers to the bones means we're working so hard that maybe your bones would show through. It's not really going to happen, but that's an idiom or a figurative way that people say they are working really hard. Number 5 on the left. Does that ring a bell? We have A, something you remember, B, to get someone's attention, or C, a bell for recess time. Go ahead and pause the video to pick your answer. All right, and we have to ring a bell, or does that ring a bell mean something you can answer? All right, we're not saying anything about recess. We're not really trying to get anybody's attention. We're saying, does that ring a bell, like in your mind? Does that remind you of something? So we would say A, something you remember. Number 6, eye-catching. Does that mean something plain? Does that mean something that attracts your attention? Or does that mean catching a cold in your eyes? Write down your answer, click play when you're ready to review it. Eye-catching means something that attracts your attention. If something is plain, you're probably not going to notice it. And eye-catching doesn't mean catching a cold in your eyes, right? It means something catches your eye or something that you notice. All right, number 7, find your feet. Does that mean adjust to a new situation, to be nervous, or to dance well? Click play once you have your answer written down. All right, to find your feet means to adjust to a new situation. If you're finding your feet, it's kind of like you find your ground or find your stance, it means you're comfortable where you are. And our last one, number 8, to be tickled pink. Does that mean to be embarrassed? Does that mean to be tickled too much? Or does that mean to be thrilled or happy? Write down your answer for number 8. Click play when you're ready to move on. And to be tickled pink means to be thrilled or happy, right? Pink is a happy color. If you're tickled pink, you're very, very happy. All right. Good job with your idioms today. I will see you soon.